What's up, guys? Today we're talking about my switch from the Nikon D850 to the Nikon Z series, specifically the Nikon Z5. If you don't know how to shoot in manual mode yet, go ahead and grab your free download. This is for Nikon cameras on where to access your controls and sort of a basic overview of what they do. So go ahead and download that now, and let's jump right into the video. So the first reason is weight. I am a small woman, and the older I get, it seems like the less weight I can actually carry. My back and my neck hate the additional weight of the D850, the D5. So switching to the Z series was really amazing for me. I also like to do mountain shoots, like engagement shoots in the mountains, family shoots in the mountains. I like to go hiking. There's a lot that I like to do actively that having that extra weight really holds me back. I would much rather focus on bringing enough water than camera weight. The D850 comes in at 1,015 grams, and the Nikon Z5 comes in at 675 grams. If weight is a factor for you, then I definitely recommend looking at the Z5 or at the Z series in general. My second reason would definitely be the ISO. So with the D850, I feel like I could go up to about ISO 2000, and then the grain starts really getting on my nerves. It's not pretty grain, like film grain. It's really annoying grain, and I just can't deal with that. So one of the things I love about the Z5 is I can go up to ISO 3000, 4000, and it really does make a huge difference. Since I mainly shoot weddings, it's really important to be able to have the ISO, the high ISO capabilities, especially during receptions, sparkler exits, things like that. If you shoot lifestyle family, then it's also really important because you never know what kind of situation you're going to walk into with people's homes. One of the biggest differences between the 850 and the Z5 is the sensor size. So the sensor size of the D850 is 46 megapixels. The sensor size of the Z5 is 24 megapixels. So you have a higher resolution with the 46 megapixels, obviously. But what this means is you can't use the reciprocal rule when you're shooting. So if I'm using the D850, for those of you that are not familiar, if I'm using the D850 and a 50mm lens, then since it's such a high resolution camera, then my lowest shutter speed is going to be 100th of a second to reduce camera shake rather than 50th of a second. Now I shake anyway, especially when I'm holding things, so I would actually have to go to 1/25th or something even higher. So imagine if I'm using the 70-200 at 200 millimeters. That means that my lowest shutter speed is going to be 400th of a second. I like to shoot at sunset. I like to shoot engagements. I like to shoot a lot of my stuff at sunset. 400th of a second is not going to cut it for me. And that would make me switch to the 85mm. So I'm sacrificing my art and my creativity for a technical function when I'm not even going to be blowing these up billboard size. So I actually have photos in my home from the Nikon D50. It came out in like 2000. It was a 5.2 megapixel camera, and they are 40 by 40 inches, okay? The Z5, I have not blown one up larger than that, but it can definitely go bigger than that size. So I would much rather sacrifice the sensor size because I don't need that for my actual art and what I'm trying to give my clients. Basically what I'm trying to say is I have my D850. If I get called for some sort of corporate shoot where people want their picture on a billboard, I will bring it out. But if I'm taking this to a wedding, I'm not taking my D850. The Z5 is a true hybrid camera. So Nikon's never really been that great with video, and we all know that. But when they introduced the Z series, they actually kicked it up a notch with this video. You can easily switch from photo to video and really wow your clients, and it's so seamless. With the Z5, you can record in 60 frames per second at 1080p, but you can record 24 frames per second, 30 frames per second at 4K. And this one is amazing. The Z5 has 273 focus points, whereas the D850 only has 153. And you can use your whole screen with the Z5 rather than the tiny little box, which effectively gives you like 2/3 of your screen. So let's say I'm shooting a bride and I want her eye to be in focus, but the screen where I can actually select what's going to be in focus doesn't go that far. Then that means I have to select the eye to put it in focus, then I have to move the camera, and if I'm shooting wide open with something like the 50 or 85 millimeter, that means I have to make sure that I didn't move it off of plane, you know, just too much, just a teeny bit too much to where the eye would be soft. So you focus, recompose, that type of thing. With the Z5, you don't have to do that. And I'm so used to doing it that I'll go to do it and I'm like, oh, I don't have to do that. That is amazing to me. So basically, those are my biggest reasons for switching from the D850 to the Z5. I absolutely am in love with the camera. The one thing I don't like is the top of the camera does not have the little screen, which I actually use. I don't know why I use it so much, but I do use that, and so that's taken a little bit of getting used to for me. If you shoot weddings, families, lifestyle, children, newborns, the Z5 would be perfect for you, and the price point is fantastic. It is Nikon's introductory mirrorless camera, so you can get it at under $2,000. I believe it goes for $1,300. Anyway guys, I hope this video helped you make a camera decision. If it did, please comment below. If you're still stuck between what kind of camera, if you want a DSLR or if you want a mirrorless camera, comment below. I would love to have that conversation with you guys. Also, don't forget your free download, and don't forget to subscribe if my video helped you, and I will see you guys next time.